Welcome to video 135, and I'm going to tag this one random nuisance from far away. Remember when I used to use pencils in primary school? There was like nursery slash primary 1 and 2, and I loved it, honestly, because all you had to do if you made a mistake was to simply erase it, and I had a lot of erasers. The normal one, the fancy ones, the ticky ones, the ones that looked like sharpeners, shoes, bags, name them. I really liked gathering, like if you were like an eraser collector. That could be a good way to describe it. But then we now moved to start using pens. And then you've got like this biro, big, or some of those pens were really fancy too. And then you use it, and the first thing that struck me was that when I made a mistake, I had to cancel. Now, my cancellation was a very awkward style before my mom had to teach me the right way to do it, or just like a better way to do it, basically. So, when I make a mistake, I would cancel, like paint it all inky black or blue and ensure like you're not seeing what I cancelled. And that made my notebooks to be very, very rough in the first term of using the pen. Like I almost wanted to like rip that mistake off my notes. But then I got to start getting comfortable with the fact that using a pen brings in a lot of responsibility. First, that you ensure that you don't make as much mistakes, and second, if you do make a mistake, you can just do a strike through, and everybody will know, like, okay, that means she made a mistake here, and proceed to whatever you're writing in the next line. And I think that is what happens to us as adults. Like when you're growing from like your childhood, adolescent, teenagers to like becoming an adult, we need to learn to forgive ourselves. Like you can make mistakes, but you don't have to scrub and scratch with the ink and then try to paint it and redeem yourself by so. Because at the end of the day, you won't redeem yourself with all those kind of actions, right? It's okay to make a mistake. What you have to do is admit it, and admitting to the mistake is like just making a strike through, rather than trying to erase it, rather than trying to paint it so that nobody sees what you made a mistake there. So that responsibility of being adults who can own up to mistakes that they make and who can forge ahead is something that I do not think that we are taught enough of. And so there are many adults going around the street who are very unforgiving to themselves, who do not have any empathy for themselves, or just, are overly stern because they have made an error that can easily be cancelled. These are not the days of pencils, these are the days of the virus. And in these days, you own up to mistakes and you forge ahead because it's part of life.